this is Michele Knight. Welcome to your March astrology. Before I get into that, because it's an emotional and exciting month, let me just say I'm not going to be doing my usual weekly astrology, but I will be doing a fortnightly astrology, and that's because I'm off on an awfully big adventure. I'm off to Sedona and the Joshua Tree and all sorts of mystical and magical places, and I'll be back with lots of adventures to share with you. So forgive me, I haven't got enough time to do everything. I love you. Anyway, back to March. It's an interesting month because there's 2 full moons, so it's going to be pretty emotional. On top of that, we have Jupiter and Mercury going retrograde, so expect some news from the past. Here's your monthly astrology. Pisces, my darling Pisces. In fact, I've had complaints from people saying, why are you always so nice to Pisces? And I have to say, one of the reasons is because you're right at the end and I'm pleased to see you. But that's not true. I know you are very sensitive and you need extra love. So people can complain all they want. I have a soft spot for you Pisces. Anyway, let's get going. And I have good news. Yes, this is a very important month for you. And we have many interesting and fabulous things happening because, of course, it's full of your energy this month. And when a month is full of our energy, we've got to take advantage of it. Take advantage of the energy of this month. And it kicks off right from the get-go on the 1st of March when we have Mercury sextiling Pluto, the all-powerful. There could be a conversation that changes your life. And there's a conversation in a group. It could be with people you're working with. Whoever it is, it's like, you know, your voice is going to come across very strongly. Who you believe you are, something that you want to say that's important, boom, boom, shakalaka, there it is, straight out there. And people are like, oh, and you have the power. You are the magician to impact a group dynamic on that day. Of course, Mercury is retrograde on the 23rd. All these powerful words need to be spoken well before that. I would even say, you know, a good few days before the 23rd. In other good news, on the 1st, we also have Venus, the planet of love, in your sign. So you are a love magnet. You're all coochied up. The universe loves you. No wonder I'm speaking sweet nothings to you. Venus is there for you. And she's trine Jupiter, the planet of good fortune and expansion. You may be planning a holiday. You may be planning to travel, to have an adventure, and to do something to get yourself out there. You might decide to do a one-woman show. Anything is possible, but you're feeling good, and I'm glad you're feeling good. We also have a full moon in your relationship zone. Whatever's going on in your relationships, including your relationship to yourself, is hitting a peak experience. You know, it's all very... Nothing can be ignored when the full moon is in our relationship zone. It's also, the cosmos is trying to help you find harmony in all your personal relationships. And that full moon is opposing Neptune. So you're feeling it even more deeply. Also on the 2nd, Mercury is trine Jupiter. So there's some good vibes around. Mercury's in your sign. So, you know, people are listening to you. People are really taking you seriously this month. Not that they don't always, but you are particularly assertive. We then have other lovely things. We have the sun joining forces with your ruler in your sign. So you are magnetic, you are alluring, and you are feeling in touch with your spirituality, whatever you want to call it. You are feeling like you're here and you're meant to be here. Sometimes you can be a lost little fishy. And, you know, as connected as you are to things, sometimes you can feel very alone and disconnected in this harsh world. But this month, there's a feeling of like, oh, I'm here. I quite like being here. I feel that I'm here for a reason. And you are swimming happily in your ocean. I was going to say pond, but you're not in a pond. You are in the ocean of life this month. Anyway, yeah, Mercury's conjunct Venus. You can speak sweet words of love. You are, in all seriousness, you are able to resolve some emotional issues with friends, with lovers, whoever. Okay, things start to shift on the 6th when things start to leave your sign, but that's not a bad thing because it's actually grounding you when it goes to the next phase. It's going into your 2nd house, which is about rooting yourself, security, and it's good for finances. So Mercury and Venus are going there on the 6th, which means you can build up whatever you've been putting out there in the universe. Jupiter's going retrograde. You may travel to somewhere you've been in the past, or think about old philosophies that you used to be into. The Sun is trine Jupiter on the 13th. Sun is still in your sign, and you're feeling excited about the next phase of your life. You have the courage to go forward and make changes. The new moon is in your sign, and this is really important. A new moon in our sign, it's like our very own astrological new year. The year begins for you now. You can let go of things that you want to shift and you want to shed. If there are things about yourself you don't like, patterns that you don't like, you can reinvent yourself on this new moon. You can send out a wish to the universe, and trust me, that stuff works. But, you know, don't poo-poo it, give it a go. What have you got to lose? And you're just, you know, this is a new cycle for you. You're ditching the baggage and it's onwards. So make use of that new moon. It's a very powerful time for you. It's endings and beginnings and rebirth. The Sun leaves your sign on the 20th, but again, it leaves you rock solid. Okay, Mercury does go retrograde on the 23rd. You know what to do. Don't sign anything. Just make sure that you kind of, you know, password protected on everything. Don't leave your phone on the bus. And be careful how you communicate with people, because people often misunderstand each other, and we know that's your worst nightmare. Finally, there's a very intense full moon on the 31st. You are feeling it. It's so powerful. It's in your primal zone. Sex, death, life, money, power, powerlessness. That's the vibe that's going on. It's very easy to get jealous or paranoid when the full moon's in that sign, but equally you could dive into a delicious, erotic and naughty experience. So one way or the other, things come up from the deepest parts of ourselves. So pay attention, take some time out, and don't, whatever you do, react to something, because you may have got it all wrong, because Mercury is retrograde. Have a stunning month, my darlings. Take care, and I'll speak to you soon. Thanks for listening, gorgeous. Just to say, I've got some amazing new stuff on the website. We've got a natal chart and a description, not just the pretty will, but all the stuff about you written down for free on michelleknight.com or horoscope.co.uk. Obviously, I've got my fabulous psychics, all handpicked by me, and tons of free tarot readings, articles, and loads of written astrology, weekly, daily, and yearly. Take care, gorgeous.